Hey everyone. I am preparing to build some walls in the basement for the new bathroom, or the replacement bathroom, I should say. Before I do that, there's some preliminary work I wanted to get done, and let me show you what I've done so far. Um, so, the way that the houses in this area of this era were built, this was anywhere from the late 50s to at least early 70s in this area. There is the foundation is cut away at the wall. So if the walls leak any water, they'll go into the trench along the outer walls and into the drain tiles underneath. But what tends to happen is over the years, people are careless and a bunch of debris falls in these channels and they will get clogged up. So it's a real pain to clean these out. Basically, what I do is I use a shop vac with a crevice tool. What do you call it? Crevice tool attachment. And there's lots of rocks down there, and it will suck up a whole lot of rocks, and the rocks won't go through the crevice tool, so you're constantly like cleaning out the crevice tool and making piles. But let me quickly show you all around. I've cleaned around the entire perimeter of this house. So all the way through here, over to there. Let me walk around a bunch of stuff. All through there. And as you can see, the drain for the humidifier and the condensing furnace all go into this too. So on there, walk around more stuff. All through there. Along another wall now. And by the way, this trench is like 2 to 3 inches deep. Just kind of walking you around the house here. The fun part is when I show you all the debris that I pulled out. So under the crawl space there, I'm not going to go under there, but that is all cleaned out too. And lastly, this room. I'm not moving the boxes again, washer and dryer, but I cleaned all the way down to there. So, why did I spend all this time cleaning those out? Well, because water management. If these clog up, you will have water running onto your floor, and you don't want that in a finished basement or even a partially finished basement. Also, the more space you have in the trench, it's more space that if the sump pump ever fails, it'll be an early indicator, and actually it'll give you a little extra time to, the trench will fill up before the floor floods. So It's a tiny bit of extra insurance, but you can't let it go forever. So if your sump pump fails. So let me kind of show you all the stuff that I pulled out that had fallen into the trenches over the years. Now, I already emptied like a very full shop vac full of debris that it managed to suck through the hose. But starting here, there were some pieces of wire, random stuff. You'll see a lot of nails that were dropped in here over the years. They're just kind of rusty sticks now. So that's one pile. Another pile over here. A couple pieces of plastic, some glass, some plastic thing. Over here we had some chunks of metal. This is where I started finding bingo balls. There's a piece of Lego there. Another Lego over there. More wire. Hose washer. Some felt pads of some kind. There's a whole bunch of these bead things, which I have no idea what they are. They're like rubber and a little squishy. Looks like another bingo ball. Half a yardstick. Over here got some wire, pencil. And over in this room is where some of the real gems were. We got one of those magnets, kids magnet things. Another Lego, poker chip, some kind of bobbin. Don't know what that little vial is. Looks like it might be glass. Another bingo ball, another magnetic letter, another bingo ball, a bunch more nails, more of those plastic things, another poker chip, some glass, some kind of Matchbox car, plastic thing, a little dude, football player maybe. Looks like another bingo ball. This is where I first started finding some marbles. No idea what that is. Some plastic piece. I think that's a bingo ball. That's a bingo ball. Some more plastic. There's another marble in there. There's a couple marbles there. Now this is potentially interesting. Some old film in here, it looks like. That'll be interesting. Wonder if there's actually film. Oh, another magnetic letter. Oh, chess piece. Over here, I found another pencil, a whole bunch of these ceramic tiles, like 1-inch ceramic tiles. Some more nails, a piece of plastic. And this is probably the most interesting stuff I found here. There was some curtain rod hardware in a plastic bag, an old padlock, and a tooth. Yeah, it looks like a real tooth. Human tooth, probably. Now, who knows how that got there? Maybe, kids were playing and got a tooth knocked out and lost it in the trench, or maybe it was a fun thing where they purposely buried it in there. Who knows? But all that junk I collected out of the trench. Again, that was in addition to a pretty full shop vac full of debris. Just kind of give a bigger overview of all the piles that I collected. Oh yeah, there was also these fishing rod poles, maybe, that came out of the trench too. Pile there, that one there, and one over there. So I'm going to clean up all these piles of debris, and what's next up is I'm going to drill some holes in all the cinder blocks at the very bottom for weep holes. So if the cinder blocks ever collect any water, they can drain out. And as you can see on this wall right here, it does look like there is some water collecting in the block and it's seeping through the block. So when we drill some holes in the block, it will allow the water to drain into that trench. And that will help keep the wall itself dry. So that's next up on the videos. So thanks for watching, everyone.